On April 6th, 6:03, Grover was arrested in front of a butcher's shop under suspicion of shoplifting. It was later revealed he was formerly a dog, polymorphed. Thus, his lawyer, Nick Saltz, set up a countersuit against the alleged polymorpher to get Grover free. This is the trial of Horse McGraw.
Hello and welcome to Season Quest. My name is Lucy and I'm playing Nork.
Hi, I'm Troy. I'm playing Rover the dog, now Grover the human.
I'm Charlie, and I'm playing Nick Saltz, attorney at law.
And I'm Jackson Baly from Sanspants Radio, and I'm playing Horse McGraw, the accused.
And I'm Tom, I am the DM, and I know nothing about courtrooms. Can you tell? Alright, so it's been a rough couple weeks for Horse McGraw, as he was suddenly, out of nowhere, someone barged into his home. The police came into his home and was like, hey man, bad news, you're getting fucking sued. I have no idea how suing works.
Served.
That sounds
Been
right.
served. An auditor comes in and serves him. And now you're sitting in a lawyer's office with your regular lawyer, Shelby Wright, and she's looking like she's got some bad news about what's going on. She looks at you and she goes, Horse, I'm really sorry about this, but I can't do this case for you because I'm actually going on vacation to the Bahamas. So I've got a replacement, if that's okay.
Shelby, baby, come on.
Listen, I know I've got you off of every case ever, but I mean, this one should be a cinch. It's a literal dog.
Yeah.
So I've got someone on your side who might be a bit more up the dog's speed. You ever heard of rat lawyers?
Have I ever heard of rat lawyers?
You're in the same room as one. Yeah, you've probably heard
You
of.
don't notice the rat's wearing a suit.
And
Yeah.
you look to the side of you and you see a short. How tall are you? Like 3 foot?
Yeah, like 3 foot tall.
Short.
Rat-sized.
Short little rat.
Fair.
Maybe in New York. Short little rat person. And Shelby goes, "This is Ooh, and he'll be taking over your case."
Hey!
Shelby stands up and leaves the room, leaving
Alright.
you alone with a stinky little rat guy wearing a suit.
Man, that Passover information was not much.
This is
Fuck it, I'll figure it out.
Work it out. You're in the courtroom. Not the courtroom. You're in a lawyer
A
room.
room.
the law offices of Shelby Wright.
Yeah.
Yep.
With Nork,
Yeah!
and work it out from there, I guess.
Now we'll figure this out. So, was a dog? Person
Was a dog, is not a dog anymore.
That's,
Is now
that's
a
pretty
human being.
rough. I'll think of more. Surely. I've set myself up for this. Fuck. Yeah, no, I mean, being a person's pretty great. Well, it's surely.
Yeah, what's he
we'll
complaining
figure it
about?
out. Yeah, surely. It's not like you committed a crime.
No. I think
Yeah,
our entire strategy here should be, it's good to be a human being. I'm not culpable. You know, I should be thanked rather than punished.
Truly. Hey, if you're not busy after this, want to turn me into a human?
I would love to.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my favorite
dude.
thing to do.
Yeah, they're so good.
That's my absolute favorite spell. And yes, in the past, it's got me in trouble. Now it's got me in trouble. But
Truly.
I think it still has merit as a spell to do.
Oh,
I think
truly.
I'm doing good, frankly.
I mean, the importance is the good outweids the bad here,
Exactly.
right? Surely.
You do sound like a good liar. I mean, lawyer.
truly.
Sorry. Excuse me.
I could state facts about the law.
Yeah.
I could do it if needed.
Go ahead, say a law.
Don't
Go chasing waterfalls.
don't full stop. End of law.
Good law.
Yeah.
Already completely sold on Unork as a lawyer. If I get any way of contacting Shelby to fire her,
Yeah.
I mean, you're in her office right now, and she's like it's like one
She
of
might
those
not have left
rooms.
the building.
It's one of those rooms where it's like the walls are windows, and Shelby's looking through it, tears streaking down her face as she's heard this whole conversation.
This feels like instead of like, oh, going around America solving unsolved mysteries, but we're going around America like making sure you didn't commit any crimes.
yeah.
That's the show.
I'd like to bang on the window and point at Shelby and mouth, "You're fired. You're fired. Nork's better."
Hey!
She kind of like looks shocked for a second,
I'm fickle.
And then just knows.
she kind of pulls out her phone, says something you can't quite hear through the glass, like
We got phones?
yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
All right.
Law.
Yeah,
It's caught.
this is set in 2007.
Yeah.
Like, we have phones but not stacks.
yeah.
And you can't take pictures with them.
You could take pictures with phones in 2007.
Legally, they're not counted as pictures. Excuse you? What? Don't use that tone with me, Tom.
And she leaves, distraught. And outside the building, you can't see this, but the sign that said Shelby Wright Law Office, the Shelby Wright falls off, revealing Nork.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hostile takeover.
Yeah, we were.
Instantly, one client. And
If I may say, I don't think any of that was hostile. That was the most true
I think
interaction
knocking on
I've
the
ever
window
had.
and saying you're fired is a little hostile.
I didn't do it.
Well, no, it was,
True.
you can't remember. It was a
Yeah,
hostile
team
takeover
effort.
from a client, which is rare.
I don't know if that counts.
It's better. I think it's better to fire someone in person than to type a strongly worded email.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys can go over your details and plans for the case. These two can shut their ears.
I mean, I've got one plan and one plan only. Fuck around and find out. Like,
Oh my God.
truly.
That's what I like to hear.
I mean, I've got it all figured out. They're not going to be able to read my notes. I barely can. So
Fabulous.
we're set. We're golden.
Does Grover, my dog, did they still have the rights of a human or the rights of a dog? Because I think that's
Ooh.
important to distinguish for the case.
You as a lawyer know that they have the rights of a human now after being turned into one.
Human rights. But do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
They can get tried as one.
Oh,
for
that's
their
true.
crimes.
That's a good
I'm
point.
going to flip this around on them. That's the aim now.
That's a good idea.
I'm pretty sure I know how court works.
Midway through court, just like, hold on, what if it was a different crime? No, we're talking about this one. What if it was a different crime,
Something
though?
else. Is there anything that I need to prepare for if I'm called up to the witness box?
Ooh, I mean, things we gotta know. At the time, Rover, now Grover, desperately wanted to be a human.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely.
Desperately. You've got the best intentions.
Oh, yeah, and I could tell from the way that Rover, now Grover, was looking at me with their doleful, sad dog eyes that they wished desperately
Yeah.
to become a human being.
And I mean,
So-
surely you have some form of magic that could, like, say, let you know that?
Well, it was largely vibe. I was largely just vibing it from the dog.
Which is, in its own way, a spell.
It's a sort of
really.
magic. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I agree. We can't say in court magically I knew that the dog. We'll know it was vibe. You know, it was just the general feeling from the dog. But in court we can say it was a spell if that's better for you.
I mean, it was...
I think a good legal term is vibe.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think so.
I mean, truly. And I mean, just, like, knowing in your heart, that's a magic on its own. Like...
Exactly.
Magic, intuition, all of
Yeah.
that sort of stuff, easy. I mean, I think we're on lock. I think
Yeah.
I'm already planning drinks afterwards.
I think that's
Like,
the
I'm-
most important thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've invited everybody. It's gonna be great.
What if we went out beforehand?
Oh
Why are
yes.
we celebrating after? We should celebrate before. That's
Yo,
clever.
I'm on.
Now that is a Charlie quote.
I mean, like, happy hour started like 5 minutes ago.
Let's
Shall
do
we
it.
get on it?
Yeah, let's get on
Let's
it.
go.
Perfect.
You guys go to the bar,
Roll to party.
roll the
Yeah.
party, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, first roll the party.
All right.
12. Truly, honestly though, proficiency I think should be added
Yes, that
to
is true.
partying.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, do you want to give the help action for the party, Jackson?
Yeah, I would like to. Absolutely.
Oh. Oh,
Liz.
less. So
Oh, that
much
is a shame.
less.
Okay, well, it's
15. That's not bad.
I also rolled 15 to party. That's crazy.
Yes.
There we go,
Nice.
partying
I
equally.
love this for us.
an equal amount of partying.
Truly.
Fabulous.
And it's a nice pre-court party. It's nothing like fancy. There's no Coke yet. But there's,
Okay,
but there's a little
It's
bit
only Pepsi.
Yeah.
there's a little bit of drinks going around, you know?
Nice.
Who
Fabulous.
not probably hired a stripper.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, only one for the pre-party. I'm thinking at least 3 after,
Yes.
depending on how bad like we ruin their lives. I'm thinking up to 7.
Yeah, I think, but 7 should absolutely be our cap. That's
Yeah.
any more than that
I
would
mean,
be absurd.
8's silly.
Yeah. But
There's
7,
nothing
that's a good
sillier
amount.
than 8 strippers.
Yeah. 7 you
only
can make a
one-
pyramid with, which is good, I think.
I mean, and have one
Oh, wait, no,
spare.
you need 6 for a pyramid.
One spare, though, just in case.
Yeah.
pyramid
In
with a
case
pyramid.
somebody, that's clever. No, that makes sense.
There is only, like, one thing sillier than 8 strippers, and that's just one stripper.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately what we're going now. No one
Yeah.
else was free. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's not really prime stripper time. That is a good point.
No.
We'll make
Prime
do, though. We will make do.
Yeah. Prime stripper time is like after 7, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. If you're
Gonna guess,
seeing
like-
a stripper before 7, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like you're not getting the premium cut. I don't like that at all.
What is happening? I wasn't paying attention. I just heard
Charlie,
premium cut.
Charlie's just associating.
Charlie's sitting there in his suit with his hair gelled back, like learning all his law terms, and I'm talking about strippers. What can I say? It's a typical day in the Season Quest life.
That sounds about right.
And cutting away from this elegant party in a really nice law firm. the
Didn't
pub-
even go to a bar, just stayed here.
Yeah, I mean,
There
you
was a
have
bar
in
as
the
part
law
of the
firm.
law firm.
yes, of
That's
course.
exciting.
A little bar cart.
Yeah.
Uh,
Our in-house strippers.
we leave this sort of like life of luxury to get to a stingy public defense office with Nick Nick Saltz and
Hold on a sec there. Rover.
Grover
Rover.
/ Rover. You prefer to go by Grover now, right?
Yeah, I do. I guess Grover is. It's more human.
Alright, from here on out, we'll go with Grover.
You know what I realized? We didn't introduce either of your characters to people listening to the episode. So, Jackson and Lucy, do you want to introduce your characters postpartum?
sure.
After you.
My name's Horse McGraw. I'm a wizard of some standing, with a predilection, I suppose you could call it, for granting life to things that previously perhaps didn't have so much life. And again, obviously, this has gotten me in trouble in the past, but it's something I find myself incapable of stopping. I imagine I sort of just resemble like your typical wizard, but maybe like a kind of like a cross between a typical wizard and Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Somewhere in between that.
Ah, perfect.
Clearly
And
a
that's a
party
clean
animal, but
spectrum.
also, a wizard at heart. And that's
Wizard at
me.
heart, Johnny Depp on the crust.
Read a book once or twice.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Uyok. I'm a rat. I'm a lawyer. I really wanted to call my character Colin Firth, but my dad wouldn't let me. And I wish that statement wasn't true, but it is. My dad thought I'd get in trouble with Colin, which is a concern not many parents have had. Here we
but
are.
imagine.
Yeah.
We would get a big boost if we got sued by Colin Firth.
Yeah, the dream is
Yeah.
to be sued by. The dream's to be sued, really, isn't it?
That's all we're looking for.
what can I
That's when
say?
you've peaked.
You're living the dream right now.
That's true, I am.
Yeah.
Truly.
Love that for you.
Whichever lawyer wins tonight can actually represent us in the countersuing of Colin Firth.
Don't
Colin,
worry, this
I'm
is an
coming for you.
Don't worry, this is an open and shut case. I know everyone on the other side.
I know everyone on the other side. I can name him. Colin Firth.
Yeah.
That's it. No one else is in his corner, surely.
I would be on Colin Firth's side.
Really?
Oh, for sure. If we were getting sued by Colin Firth, I would not want to be on the receiving end of that.
I mean,
I would
is fair.
prefer to get that sweet Colin Firth money than get sued by Colin Firth.
that's pretty valid. I've seen Phone Booth. I don't think that goes well for us.
And also, I think if I quit Season Quest for Colin Firth, you guys would understand.
Yeah.
I
I
get
guess
it.
so.
Anyway, great introductions, team.
Yeah.
Back to the other guys. You do your introductions now.
Okay.
This time pre-partum.
Yeah, my character's name is Nick Saltz. I am a young drow just out of law school, just out of the Underdark Law School, and I'm trying to make a name for myself. So I'm taking on a lot of cases right now pro bono.
That
That's
means
about-
professional bones,
Yeah.
which is what we're all about here.
Yeah, he's got the good skeleton.
Now we're getting
Yeah.
sued by Bono and Colin.
Oh no!
Damn it. That's trouble.
We're making a list.
I am Rover, Gettouttavitt, now going by Grover because it is more humane. I have been human for the past...
I actually have it in my notes
Thank you, Tom.
somewhere.
Tom is
Where are
our
my
judge
notes?
and DM tonight.
Yeah, beautiful.
Where are my notes? I have it in my notes. I swear.
It's great.
Either way,
45 minutes.
April 6th.
How long have I been a human? April 6th.
So it's May. It's 25th of May now, but I think I said you were arrested on the 7th of May. No, on the 6th of May you committed the.
I'm gonna say 2 weeks.
2
Yeah.
weeks. Let's say 2 weeks. 2
I'm
weeks.
the DM now.
thank you.
Let's say 2 weeks.
I've been a human for 2 weeks, and I have been suffering.
Yeah.
Just like we talked about.
Because you've been in prison.
Yeah.
Or jail. What's the difference?
The pound.
Yeah.
I don't think Grover would be in the pound.
The kennel.
Oh, okay,
That makes,
cool.
there you go. That makes more sense.
Let's just hope it's a no-kill shelter. Like, that'd be pretty rough.
I think that's the end goal for this case for you guys.
Yeah.
For you
Is
and
to
Jay.
getting him into a no-kill or kill shelter.
Kill him. Get
Oh,
him killed.
Oh, okay. Thanks, guys.
You're not
stakes
looking to
just-
get any money. You're looking for someone to die.
Went
I
through the
mean-
roof.
If you had told me this before, I would have just brought a gun. Like, I think, did I let those in D&D?
I don't think they let those in courtrooms is the biggest issue.
That is true.
I mean, but what if
Hey, can I bring my gun to court? I know it's not allowed, but I'm
know
a
it's not
gunslinger.
a
bring
typical
your gun
thing
to
to
work
do,
day?
So you guys are in your dingy little defense law office, going over
Squeaky
Yeah,
desk,
to come.
squeaky chair,
Squeaky toys.
squeaky toys.
going over the upcoming case
Yeah.
with Grover, your recent human.
Now, look, Grover, I haven't done a lot of cases, okay?
Okay.
But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we've pretty much got this one. You know, the law states that you cannot polymorph unwilling participants, right? And
Yes.
and
And I was unwilling.
there we go, just like we practiced.
Yes, sorry, I was unwilling. I didn't want this to happen to me.
Question: is the word you're looking for trained?
Save it for court. Save it for court. That's gold.
Grover is currently like pacing in a little circle. If he was still a dog, he would be chasing his tail.
Oh, that's cute.
Now, look, we're gonna be okay as long as we both remain calm and look confident. We gotta look like, you know, we know what we're doing,
Okay.
you know, even if maybe we don't.
How's my coat?
Oh, it's beautiful. The sheen is incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you use?
Tongue.
Yeah,
Nice.
You're sure I'm gonna get off fine?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing's gonna happen to me?
No.
Am I the only one reading the sexual tension in this room?
Yeah, it's...
How's my coat? It's pretty good. I use tongue.
So, but what about the meat? Am I going to get in trouble for the meat?
Look, that's not what we're arguing today. The case is...
Because they can't prove I stole it. I even brought the tools that I used.
Grover, listen to me.
Yeah.
The trial today is about your unwilling polymorph.
Right.
The trial is not on any crimes you may or may not have committed. It's the
Okay.
crimes that were committed against you. We are the prosecution. We are the ones who are, you know, saying, hey, this is a crime that happened.
Okay. I was unwillfully charged.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
It's good.
Even
If
I
they-
didn't like it.
Look,
You know, if they try to bring up that portion of it, I'm just going to, you know, strike it from the record because that's not part of the argument today.
Okay.
The argument today is whether or not
yeah.
you were unwillingly polymorphed.
Okay, good. As long as nobody's questioning whether or not I'm a good boy, because I am a white-collar canine, I tell you.
You're a very good boy.
Thank you.
Good. You
Am I-
got a good
is that
lawyer.
cool to say that? Is
I
that
think you're
cool?
going to get off, Grover, frankly.
I'm gonna-
Listen, with the way that this tension's going, he's definitely going to get off.
yeah, I think I'm ready.
All right. Should we get drunk?
So the fancy lawyers do it.
for listeners at home, what you've just heard is the exchange of two different sides of a court case. Because today, in D&D, we're going to fucking court.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
The trial of... I've got it written down. The trial of Horse McGraw versus Grover. This is a trial that is being held in the public court offices with a judge and jury and shit. It's a countersuit case against Grover, the dog, about his polymorphing from Horse McGraw, the human, which may have led to him committing a crime. But as Nick Saltz himself just said, that doesn't matter. What matters is the polymorphing. Did it happen? Today we're going to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to fucking court. Dun dun.
Dun, dun.
So after that nice hour of you and horse drinking, Nork, you walk into the court building. What's it called?
Room?
Courtroom?
The courtroom.
Can I, like, duff myself up to make me, like... Can we get, like, fake casts for my arms and legs? Give me a black eye. Wheel me in a wheelchair.
I think Nork would have a makeup team. I've
Beautiful.
got the special effects artists on hand.
I'll get one of you, whichever one you want, to roll a deception check. And that'll be whether or not you can how realistic your injuries are going to look.
Go for it.
Oh, it's good. That is 23.
Oh my god. So this is probably an idea you had before you got drunk, but while you were getting drunk, you were like, fuck yeah, this is gonna work. You call, you know a guy, right? And
I do.
You call the guy, he comes over, and he's like magic, and he magically makes your eye black. He gives you a solid cast.
Beautiful.
You look like you've been beaten up, like, pretty recently. And Nork has the fantastic idea to add a little dog scratch to your cheek.
Ooh.
Clever.
As well. Sweet, and you walk in.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the case got dismissed the second you walked in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be a little shocked because it's a short episode, but you know.
I imagine
that's
the
been
judge
season
would be
class.
like, this is not what the case is about. You've never been attacked by... Who hurt you?
Did you get mugged on the way here?
Yeah, I don't think... You didn't look like this literally an hour before, but that's fine, Mr. McGraw. Come on in.
At no point did I take in the fact that's not what this is about.
Yeah.
Man vs. dog is all
I'm just
I've got
trying to-
going.
Yeah.
Great
Just
lawyer.
trying to elect some sympathy out of the jury. You know, that's all this is
Yeah.
about.
And that's great. The jury is... I mean, they're not in there yet. How does court work?
But boy, howdy, will they be sad.
I've
They
been to
will be-
court.
Tom, we don't need to talk about the time you went to court.
Representing Colin Firth.
No!
And you walk in. Already in there is the prosecution. They got here a little early.
Yeah. I'm gathering up a mess of papers that have fallen off the desk already.
Yeah.
You've been here for like 45 minutes though, and just you keep
I
picking them
just
up.
keep dropping shit.
You're really slippery. You got them all laminated, and it hasn't gone in your favor.
Look, this is a bad
Slippery
idea
papers.
because like my salad broke open and all the oil is over the laminated papers now. And, oh god.
I'm
Ain't
licking
that
You're
all
licking it up.
These
As I walk
guys.
past Grover, I'd like to point at my eyes and point at Grover like, I'm keeping an eye on you. Like, as I get into position.
Is that intimidation?
Yeah!
Yeah, roll an intimidate check.
It is I am intimidating my former dog. That would be a 15.
15.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're intimidated by that.
Yeah, I look behind me to see what he's pointing at.
Bob?
Yeah, and I stay looking that way for the next like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're sitting there like you're aware that he's like trying to eyeball you, but you think it's kind of more of a game above all else.
You hear eyeball you, and you just focus on ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone gonna throw a ball?
You guys sit down in your seats, and a little goblin walks up dressed in a security uniform.
Beautiful.
Stands up on a stool. He goes,
Now presenting His Honorable Shanta Keen.
and a great big fucking demon, like goat hooves, classic devil look, you know what I'm saying? Huge,
Beautiful.
kind of like the devil from South Park. Walks up to the stand. He's wearing a judge's uniform,
I love him.
which hangs just above his hooves. He's got his big judge wig with his horns poking out, ram horns. He sits down at the desk, judge desk, and he smacks his gavel down. I know that one.
I bark.
He goes, order. This is the trial of Horse McGraw and Grover. Countersuit. We've been over this, I guess, in my brain. This'll happen. Imagine what's happening at home, listeners.
During the deposition and all that.
Prosecution, you can make your opening statement.
All right. I stand up. I shuffle my papers. I bounce them on the desk. They fly out of my hands.
I catch it and bring it to you.
Thank you, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, and beyond of the jury, Your Honorable Shanta Keen, today we are discussing the trial of my client, Grover.
Hello.
Who was so wrongfully polymorphed against his will into a human being. In the court of law, we follow the law, the letter and the spirit. And one of the oldest and greatest spirits of the law, of course, is don't dog the boys. And I say the reverse is true as well. Do not boy the dogs.
That is good.
Is that the one line you've said you've had planned for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
It's perfect.
And you go and sit down, and he goes, and the defense floor is open for you.
I stand up with, an amount of respect we haven't seen from Ooh yet. Just really all the classes coming in, all of the fancy, all of the honor. Jury, Your Honor, Horse is a pretty chill guy, guys.
I give the click finger guns from where I'm sitting.
And I give him back.
Somehow you're now wearing sunglasses, like they just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And what happened on April 6th and 7th, including the arrest of Grover, really shows that my client didn't do anything wrong. And more importantly, that Grover was the one who really should be put at blame. Just a little bit of context for our jury. Grover was a problem dog before this. I wouldn't be shocked that you're a problem criminal now. And my client should not be on trial, but here we are.
Oh.
It's okay. You can earn your way to being a good boy. And I take my seat.
Ouch.
All right.
You hate to see it.
You do. From where I'm sitting, I'm pointing at Grover and mouthing, "You're done."
The judge slams the gavel and goes order. What the fuck? Order. What happens next, Charlie?
Witness?
Bring in a witness. Sweet, great opening statements, everyone. He makes a little note.
I'm glad the judge is giving us pep talks.
Yeah, that's nice of him.
That was awesome. Cool stuff, guys.
Oh, can't wait to see
really.
some more of this.
Yeah.
I'd buy tickets.
You guys are nailing it.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty of the case here. Pull in a witness. First up, we've got, and he puts on those little glasses, little reading glasses, and goes, Denise Device. And this woman stands up in the audience. She's very typical housewifey looking, think, what am I thinking of? I'm having brain skip. Don't worry.
Okay.
She walks up. Think Goldilocks, you know what I mean? She's got one of them
Yeah,
dresses, you know what I mean? She's holding a little handbag. She trots up. She's a pig woman, by the way. She
Oh,
trots
fabulous.
up, sits down, looks around the room, and goes,
Hello, I am Denise. It is Denise DeVise. Just FYI.
The judge goes, you may just say a couple words, and then we'll get into the whole interrogation factor sort of thing. And she goes,
Well, I knew Grover previously and Horse previously, and at one point, what I'm saying is that I saw Horse enter into Grover's abode and turn him into a human. Now,
Objection! Oh wait, no, that did happen. Never mind. Excuse me.
order. And yeah,
You'll get them next time.
that's my story. Thank you.
And then the judge.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah,
Judge looks at
Denise.
you guys. And the way that we're going to do this, instead of having prosecution go first and then defense go first, we're going to do this little special roll initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, that's great.
And
yeah.
Grover and Horse, you both can do it too. You both
Oh.
get a chance to...
I wish
Good.
I
I'm glad
wasn't
I'm
given
getting
the
a chance
option.
to cross-examine this witness.
This is D&D court, so
Yeah.
everyone's participating.
Dumb and Dumber.
I got a 4.
And dumber and dumber
Okay.
and dumber.
So I got a total of 19.
I got a 5.
I got a 1.
You have no dexterity?
No.
Oh yeah, you got tons of zeros.
Yeah.
Aww.
I rolled
Got
really
the ball.
badly.
Oh, Nick doesn't get a go.
No.
Nick drops his like papers again, and then when he goes to pick them up, he slips on them, lands on his back.
Oh man.
Can you die in D&D court?
If someone shoots you,
Yeah.
Don't worry, Nick. I've got this for both of us.
Oh god.
Dog.
Nork, you go first. You get to have your first go with the witness.
Denise.
Hold on.
Correct?
Beautiful.
Yuck, Denise.
Palpable.
I did say she was a pig person.
Yeah, that's
good point.
fair.
I'm sorry,
True.
I take it back. That's not fair of me. Anyway, you claim to live next door to, at the time, Rover, now Grover.
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit about his character, please?
Well, he was a
What kind of mischief?
one time.
Objection, leading the witness.
I'm making the podcast entertaining. Shut up. I entirely
My
ooze
God.
this. We
She
live in a
goes,
dystopian world where court cases are used for material.
Yeah, have you seen Judge Judy? It's not dystopian, it's real life.
Yeah, no, I see what I said.
And she goes,
Well, Grover, Rover used to come in all the time into my garden. He would dig up my pansies and my other plants, my daisies and my carrots and my trout.
Trout?
No, that's a fish.
You can grow fish. It's fine.
She can grow fish. It's D&D.
Yeah.
Fish tree.
And as well as that, one time he took my paper and didn't give it back. And I don't think that's very nice.
I agree, Denise. And can you tell me what you saw on April 6th?
I do whisper to Nick, I still have that paper.
Evidence. Give.
Denise sits up, puts on her remembering face, and goes, if we were watching a TV, if this wasn't a podcast, you would see a little flashback. Check the YouTube
Oh.
for that.
No. Nope. No.
Edit that in, Troy.
Yeah, okay.
I saw Grover at home alone, getting irritated, same way he always does, barking whatnot. And then I saw Horse walking in. When he left with a human, and there was no more Rover. And I must say, the human looked a lot like that man sitting right over there.
Oh, of course.
I swore on the Bible before I did this, by the way. I forgot about that part of court.
Yes, of course.
I swear on the Bible that I will do no harm or whatever.
And I'd love to bring up evidence. Denise 1, because I don't know how to name evidence. Just kind of going in some of your past, just like a personal attest to your character. What are all these petty crimes?
I have not.
I mean,
Your Honor, I object to this line of questioning. It is inconducive to the trial at hand.
Using your reaction to objection.
Yes.
And the judge slams down the gavel and goes, objection. Horse, what does this have to do? I mean, not Horse. Ew. What does this have to do with the whole business of what's this got to do with Grover? Get to the point.
just kind of pointing out that, the only person that can place my client at the scene has had a history in court and has had
Great
history of
point.
being a compulsive liar.
It's a great point, Your Honor.
Yeah, didn't stop her last time, buddy.
Order. A little bit of arguing.
Isn't that what...
Round.
I was going to say
round.
that. I'm not very well prepared. Lucy, who knows what's happening, surely.
Yeah, the judge sort of frowns at you doing that, bringing up the petty crimes out of nowhere. What does this petty crime have to do with anything? I'll say it.
I said what I said. Our only witness who can place my client at the scene has a history of being a compulsive liar, and I don't think it's fair on my client.
Well, in fairness, I'm not a compulsive liar, so.
That's definitely what someone who would tell the truth said. Surely.
Classic.
I rest my case.
Will that be all then, Ooh?
Yeah.
All right, you guys sit down. And who was next in the initial order? It was you, right, Grover?
It was.
All right, Grover, please come to the stand and talk to the witness.
Okay. Grover runs up, excited to see Denise. He's always loved her as a neighbour. She's always got the freshest vegetables and trout. She's always been really kind. She waves, she throws things at me and to me and for me.
That is nice.
So I'm excited to see her.
I have one question. At?
Yeah.
Well, when I take her trout, yeah.
Ah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So do you run up and go like try and lick her face or something?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and the goblin bailiff
Crunchy
runs up
Feet?
and Crunchy Feet, that's his name.
Great name.
Runs up, holds a hand out to block you two, and goes, hold on.
I'm gonna use
Don't get near the witness.
I'm gonna use acrobatics, just like instinctively, to try and get to her face.
Sure thing.
That's a 16 plus 7.
Yeah, I would say that's 20.
That's enough to get a good taste.
23? Yeah, you jump
I don't
up.
like what you said.
The goblin reaches out to block you, but it's a goblin. He's not exactly big, so you just kind of sidestep him and you break his ankles. You know
Whoa.
what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And do a big lick on Denise's face, which wasn't weird when you were a dog, but now
Yeah.
is a little bit uncomfortable.
That's fair.
You're saying he broke his ankle? Are you
it's a-
saying
it's a-
that now he has the crunchiest feet?
It's a basketball too, you silly goose.
Oh, none of us play sports.
Oh.
I mean, have you looked at us?
Other than
What?
You like did.
Jackson is
scare
very
Jackson.
impressed.
I was. That was
staring
powerful.
I was staring at myself flexing, not Jackson.
For the listeners, you might have just heard Tom flex.
Yeah.
That was the
If you-
sound
if you
of
could-
huge muscles. That was
Yeah,
the sound of guns being pulled out.
A rippling bicep, for sure.
You're allowed to bring guns to court, but I'm not.
After licking Denise DeVise,
The judge sort of like slams down the hammer and is like, order, Grover, if you don't behave, I will extract you from the court.
I rest my case. And with his
He's
head,
not going to behave.
with his head down, he walks back to Nick Salt's side and sulks.
Good job.
Denise is like shocked. All right. Next up, we have. This is like a wrestling announcer. Next up, coming to the stand, Horse McGraw.
All right, I'd like to walk over there in my crutches with my arms in their cast.
Yeah.
Be like, Denise. You claim, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you live next door to me.
That is correct. We are neighbors.
But Denise, I live in a wizard's tower in the woods, so can you really say where you live is next door, or is it merely nearby?
What I would say.
And if that's not true, what else have you said that's a lie in this court today? I implore you.
well, I would say, aside from mine, what is the next door?
If,
I take this time
Your
to look
Honor,
at Nick
can-
Saltz and say, you're done.
I believe, Denise, that for a house to be next door, it needs to be adjacent in a parallel to the house. That is one flat side of the building to the other flat side of the building. And given that my house is a tower, it does not possess any flat sides. Therefore, you live merely nearby.
Can you?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you do a deception check?
Yeah,
Please?
I am absolutely.
You're
just
telling the truth
worried
for sure, but I mean, I can't think
Persuasion?
of what else.
No, I'm
Persuasion,
deceiving.
Yeah, do
You're-
persuasion. Persuasion. is
Persuasion?
a
No
better
worries.
one.
I'd like to take this time to say that I'm surprised that neighbors do not become good friends in this case.
That's an 8. That's an 8
I
for
only
my
get sports
persuasion check.
references. An 8. That is not very good.
No, it is not.
The judge kind of looks down at you and is like, "Is this true, Denise?" And then Denise goes,
Well, no, actually, we live next door because it's the closest door to mine. And a woods is a bit of an exaggeration for a few trees. So that's what I would say to that, Your Honor.
and that's what
I give a
you
look
get
like
from it.
a okay, you know, whatever. You know, like that's how we're gonna go about it. Then okay,
It's not going to hold
not
us
how I
down.
define a woods, but that's fine.
Like the idea of a dude who lives in like a house, but the house is a full-blown fucking tower, and surrounding it is trees, but he's also got a fence, and right next door is a regular suburban house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, is Denise's house made out of straw, sticks, or bricks?
Rude.
And can I blow it down?
Great question.
What kind of dog were you?
Yeah,
Is that a question you're allowed to ask? Did you?
yeah, true.
It's not
Great
the evidence
point.
fault, it's
Oh, well, I was a King
My
Charles
client is
Catholic.
not at the stand yet, thank you.
And finally, we have Nick Saltz to talk to the witness.
Because you rolled a 1, does that mean you just don't get to ask this witness any questions, or should I be quiet?
I said that first and Charlie got mad at me, so...
It's up to Tom.
So normally, I think with nat ones, you can normally only do like a bonus action or a movement. Like you can only do like one thing, right?
You only get to ask them about their day.
So you can have you have one question or statement you can make to Denise, and that has to be your case for this.
Denise,
That's it?
Full stop, I rest
Comma.
my case.
Denise, comma. Are you not also the neighbor of John Arbuckle, the owner of the dog and the place of the supposed crime occurring, where you would have witnessed this crime?
Why, yes, we all live on the same, what's it called, street, cul-de-sac, you know? So John Arbuckle and I, John lives next door to me as well, yes.
All right. I don't have anything else, because I can't.
Great question.
Everyone in the room's like, why didn't he ask more? Like,
I'm nervous. This is like my first real case.
And
Hey, Tom, I have a question. You can choose not to include this. Both Horse and John have been mentioned as my owner.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making
It's
sure.
complicated.
it's a complicated relationship.
Just making sure.
I mean, have you met any cat?
Yeah.
It's just how it goes.
You are a problem dog,
Yeah, I guess.
for all we know. Allegedly.
There's a hole
Yeah.
in the fence.
Guys, dog days are over.
And Denise puts her hand on the Bible again and goes, "Sweet, now I can lie again." And then she leaves.
Is it just...
You get to retract it out.
You go, "All right, and I can lie again. Thank you. Bye-bye."
Is it just like the
long,
regular
have a good
Bible
one.
or a D&D Bible?
The player's handbook.
It's a regular Bible, but instead of Jesus Christ being a human, he is dragonborn, and that is the only difference.
Horse McGraw does believe in the Christian God.
Fantastic. Cool. So that's our first witness, Denise.
Now, Tom, I actually have a question for you.
Yep.
Is that our whole initiative? And do I get only one question for everybody?
You get more than one question if you don't roll it. We'll re-roll initiative for every
Excellent.
question. I'm not going to stick you with a nat one for like an hour.
The dice might, that'd be good.
It could happen.
Next witness to the stand, Garlamax, Lord of Fire and Ruin, and a little tiefling with an eye ring, and he's wearing a suit, and he's got a goatee. Walks up,
Cool.
sits down at the court, puts his hand on the Bible, says, "Sup, Dad," and goes, "Yeah, I won't lie." And then the judge goes, "Love you, son."
Aw.
Just making sure I don't know who this is.
No, you don't. This is
Weird.
someone who is very good friends with Horse McGraw.
Yeah.
But you've never met them.
I love the way you said McGraw like we were gonna be confused.
Could have been a different horse.
McGraw. No other horse. Horse McGraw specifically.
Don't get it confused.
He sits down and he "All right, what's y'all's fucking questions, dog?"
This guy's cool.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
He's
rad.
your friend. We love him.
Reroll
I
initiative,
know.
everyone.
Let's go.
We got this. This is a lock.
Truly?
Now that we got Garlamax on the stand, we're fine.
Oh, 100%. And the prosecution's not doing well.
No, they are suffering. That's a 6 from me.
6,
15.
15.
8.
Ha! You guys all suck. I got a 1 plus 2, so 3.
Ooh.
So first up to the stand is again. It's this is like high school where it's like first person to put their hand up gets to go first.
Yeah.
We all try to stand up at the same time. Damn it.
But with me used to be jumping between being on 4 and 2 legs. You got nothing on me.
I'm still trying to also choose between 2 and 4 legs.
Yeah.
Hey, you went
It's
to
not
stand
innate.
up. You went to stand
No,
up.
it's
You
a
stood up.
struggle for both of you.
It's really slippery with salad dressing over here.
You got that salad disadvantage.
Nork, you have the first question with Garlamax, Lord of Fire and Ruin.
Now, Lord Garlamax, just making sure we're all going by proper title here, you know. It's important to be professional. It's important to be correct. Charlie's looking at his notes like he doesn't believe me. So, you're good friends with Horse, correct?
Fuck yeah.
I love you. I love you so much. Anyway, just, can you tell me a little bit about, Horse, you know, as a person, as a friend?
Horse is a fucking rocking dude. He fucking comes over. We do spells, and I'm trying to think of things that I can say that aren't illegal.
No, that's it. No, he's right.
Yeah.
I go over, we do spells.
I mean, yeah, you've said only facts at this point.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's what they call me, Garlimax, Lord of Fire, Ruin, and Only Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Pulls
not
out a
written down.
cigarette. Yeah, his dad goes, put that out. He goes, sorry, man. Puts it out on his arm. Cause
On his own arm.
he's a demon. It heals back instantly.
Yeah, it doesn't even hurt.
Oh,
Feels
I'm pretty
good
sure
for
he's
it.
resistant to fire damage.
Yeah.
Jory, I do need you to understand just how fucking rad this guy is.
This is
He's
so
cool.
great for us.
He does seem rad. He does seem rad.
Oh, you're just so cool. Do you know any cool tricks, dude?
Fuck yeah, dude. He shoots a fireball bolt into the air.
Cool.
That's sick.
I'm subscribing to his
clap.
only facts now.
It's just like honestly in court, it's few and far between we get people this cool. And I
Yeah.
just want to tell you like how much it's been an honor to meet you, dude.
Dap me up, kiddo.
Dude, truly, you missed, Tom.
You're a rat.
I'm a rat. I got little paws. Honestly, I rest my case, but it's just it's so cool, dude. And I rest my case, and when I do, I kick my feet up, just enjoying my
nice.
new rad vibes.
What the hell just happened?
I'd like to maybe
Lord.
when you sit back down, I lean over and I'm like, we're nailing this.
Truly, like truly.
Nick's up as
Got
Nick
this
Salts.
in the bag.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was a 6 and
Okay.
a 3.
Um,
Let me just
Lord-
check my notes.
Lord Garlimax, you are proficient in spells, yes?
Yeah, that's right, man.
You are aware of the spell polymorph.
Correctamundo.
Could you for the court give us a description of the spell polymorph?
Sure thing. Pass me that book. Oh, you've just got it open on the page, huh? The spell. This is a
doing
really
his
long
research.
description. The spell transformed a creature that you can see within range into a new form.
Yeah.
An unwilling creature must make a Wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Yeah,
the
they
spell
do.
has no effect on a shape change or a creature with 0 hit points. Transformation lasts for the duration, or until the target drops to 0 hit points or dies.
I did not.
So much words.
That's fine, thank you. So it is possible to polymorph an unwilling participant by that definition.
Well, yeah, for sure.
And one final question. You, as I understand it, were the one to teach Horse McGraw the spell polymorph?
Exactly, dude. Because we used to go to this park and we would turn rats into smaller rats. Just for
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
It was fucking rad as shit, dude.
Once they turned
Classic
me into
days.
a 3-foot rat, it was really cool.
And yeah, we would do like all sorts of shit like that. One time we turned a cat into a person as well, and they died tragically. But it was really cool.
No further questions.
Oh, I want to say objection, but I got nothing.
He's just spitting straight facts.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was really cool till someone died.
Horse McGraw, it's your turn to come talk to your friend.
Do I feel as though the things that Garlimax, Lord of Fire and Ruin, and Only Facts are saying are not coloring me in the greatest light right now?
Insight?
Yeah, no worries. Let's make a little cheeky insight roll.
I've only made you and Lucy do checks so far.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
That would be 7.
7?
Yeah.
He's making you sound really cool.
dude, we're nailing
Oh,
this.
that's great. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, then I'd like to just casually approach the bench and be like, hey, man, when we made those rats smaller, that was sick.
It was fucking sick, dude.
I forgot we did that. Yeah, we fist bumped.
Yeah.
I forgot we made those rats smaller because those rats, they were like one size already, and we were like, that's fine. But wouldn't it be cooler if we can make those rats another size, i.e. in this case smaller? and that was sick. And then we made that person into a cat, and then they died for unrelated reasons, but they did die.
They got hit by a bus.
That's not our fault.
Not our fault
We're
at
not
all,
in charge
dog.
of buses.
Can I just make sure?
I'd like the court to understand I'm not in charge of buses. Yeah, anyway, man,
the
sick.
judge
No
slaps
further
down the gavel.
questions.
True.
Good.
I do just need to make sure it's noted for the record. Not their fault the cat died. Also, my client invented mice. That's pretty fucking sick, dude.
Fucking rad, bro.
That's
Fucking
cool.
rad,
Hey,
dude.
bro. Coke after this?
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
Smoke a ball. All right, see you later, man.
Yeah, we'll smoke a bowl and drink some Coca-Cola. Yeah, neat.
Nailed it.
All right, I sit back down.
We're nailing this, dude.
And now it is your turn, Grover. And since you rolled on that one, same thing as Nick, you get one thing to do. You can ask a single question or you can do a single thing.
I walk up with all of the confidence of a dog who has smelt something and they need to investigate it immediately. Can I actually roll to investigate?
Yeah. This will be, this is the one thing you can do is roll to investigate.
Nice. 8 plus 0. I don't know why I asked to use a skill I had no skill in. I smell and notice nothing, I assume.
What were you investigating? Just the smell of the air?
I just want a vibe check.
Okay, vibe
that's
check.
fair.
You can smell a really rad dude.
Nice.
He's rad.
That's
Hell
the
yeah.
scent of rad.
That smells like Mountain Dew Baja Blast and Taco
yeah.
Bell.
Okay, Caesar Quest needs to get on making perfume right now.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing after this, I guess?
I've
just
got
said
one suggestion.
I just said I'm smoking a bowl and drinking Coca-Cola.
No further questions. Grover sits back down just in awe of how cool this Lord Garlamax is.
Garlamax looks up at his
He's
dad
sick.
and goes, "Hey, Dad." And the judge goes, "Doing real good, kiddo. Proud of you. All right, leave. Touch the Bible again. Get your life.
Get your soul back.
Yeah.
It did burn a lot when you touched the Bible, right?"
I lean over to Nick. You fucking see that guy? So cool.
He was really cool.
It was really cool. Oh,
He
man.
rolled.
Fortunate how cool.
He rolls.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
cool.
I'm just so impressed by how cool he is.
Just so cool.
Before lunch, we have, as with every court case, a quick everyone, the people who are being sued, the court people, they get to go. They go up in the witness stand and they get cross-examined too. So first up, we'll have.
Pick me!
Okay,
Me,
Grover. He
me.
said, "Pick me first." You know, it's the same as standing up as first.
That is how the rule works. That is how cool it
Dibs.
works.
Tips. I want to
That was
witness.
the rules.
Grover runs up there. Like, he full pace runs, and he is excited.
Yeah, and you sit down in front of the court.
Only when asked.
Yeah. Sit.
Good dog.
Stay. Stay.
I put my hand/paws up, and I put it on the Bible.
Play Paul.
I feel my lying soul be ripped out of my body and into the Bible temporarily.
And it looks down at you and goes, "Hee hee, I'm in Jesus."
Oh.
And yeah, all of you guys can roll initiative except for you, Grover. Obviously, you're getting examined.
Oh, that's right. Time to examine my dog. No, not my dog. Well,
Partially your dog. It's a complicated situation.
Stepdog.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Stepdog. Don't go to court.
That's a 10 from me.
A 10.
18.
9.
Okay, so
Ooh.
we're gonna start with Nick Saltz.
Grover,
Yes.
did you used to be a dog?
I did. I was a dog. I was a good dog.
Were you polymorphed into a dog? Into a human, excuse me.
I was always a dog until I wasn't. I am now a human, yes. Yes.
Is the person that polymorphed you into your human state in this courtroom today?
Yes, he is.
Would you please point him out?
With my nose first, I point straight at Horse McGraw and then remember to put my paw up.
Good boy.
Your fingies.
My
I like
fingers.
have a look of just abject shock on my face. What?
Now, as previously stated, the spell polymorph can affect an unwilling participant.
It can.
Were you willing to be polymorphed, or did you make a wisdom save?
I had to make a wisdom saving throw, and I only have a +1 on wisdom, so it didn't go well.
No further questions.
All right. Dum.
Thank
Horse
you.
McGraw.
I approach the bench.
Yeah.
Grover. Previously Grover. How long does a dog live?
Is that a threat?
It's a promise.
Do I know the answer to that, Tom? Do I know how long a dog lives?
You've only been human for 2 weeks, but I'm sure you had an estimate of when you felt like you might have croaked.
Yeah. I'm not sure that I ever will. It hasn't happened
What?
yet, and I can only experience what I've experienced, so death doesn't seem like something that will happen.
You could do an insight check to see if you know when you'll die.
12?
12? Yeah, you're not sure.
Think
If you
of
got
all
the
the-
nat
had
20,
more
I would have
insight.
told you the exact time and day.
Yeah,
You got 35 minutes, dude.
I die in
That's a
12.
powerful insight.
Your Honor, permission to open the can.
Cam? Oh. That's your reaction?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Grover. Typically, a dog's not going to live much longer than 25, 30 years if you're lucky. Now, Grover, how long does
You're
a human
really
being live?
lucky.
Human being typically lasts 70, 80, even 100 years. So could you not say, and I turn to the rest of the court, that in many ways, Grover's life has been vastly improved by becoming a human being? In ways that, were he to remain a dog, he would not experience.
I've heard these human years and dog years have, like, a connection, but I'm not sure if, like, how that works, really.
Depends on the size of the dog.
Half your age plus 7.
No, that's what dogs you can fight.
No. But I haven't been happy as a human. I used to be so happy all the time, and now I'm suffering. So even if it's longer, is it not worse for longer?
I didn't come here to have a philosophical. Your own happiness is your own problem, Grover. You gotta figure that out. Not me.
Gee.
Thank you very much. No further questions. And then I'll go sit back down.
Fantastic. Finally, you, York. Are you Nork or York?
Nork. I wrote it wrong on my character sheet.
Nork.
Let's hear it for Nork.
Now, I want to say, Lucy was like to me before we started doing this, Tom, can you teach me how to do a New York accent? And I said, I don't know, I just do it. And then
So I didn't, because that's what I did.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
Hey, girl, down.
New York. Hey, I'm walking here.
Walking here, get in me ball.
Hey, look out.
Forget
It's
about
me.
it.
It's 'cause
I ride a
Forget
taxi to
about it,
work every day, and it's always late. Spaghetti meatball.
We only say 2
How about you give me a big slice in New York City?
I feel
Put a
at
piece
home.
of that Statue of Liberty on a pizza.
Fuck Chicago. Big Apple.
Yeah, that's it.
Broadway.
All right, and that's New York, presented by Season Quest and Guest.
So
That's
I
that
Which
Frank
endorses
Sinatra song, I'm
New
pretty
York.
sure.
So I approached the bench. Grover, you were a good dog, right?
Yes, definitely. Yep.
You're well trained. You know tricks.
I know heaps of tricks.
Oh, let's. I just want to make sure everybody understands how good a dog you are. Can you roll over?
I wasn't asked to roll performance, Tom.
Oh, but you
Leading the
did.
witness.
I'm just asking. You don't get to say that to me. You don't.
I'm the judge.
Ah, good point. I forgot.
I rolled
Yes, it is.
I rolled a 2 minus 1.
You go to roll over, but you're a human, so you try to do a backflip and you
I hurt myself.
crack your arm on the chair. Chair breaks. Oh god, now we have to get a new fucking chair.
Well,
Take 4 damage.
Great.
My objection
Great.
to drink beer.
and I'll.
Yeah, you can't object to this. It's D&D court, anything goes.
I think you'll be able to do it. Like, let me help you. Like, come up front. Let's see if we can figure this out.
I don't know if
And
you can
I-
bring the witness out from the witness stand and try and teach them how to do a trick.
May I please have a little bit more floor space,
I
Your
feel-
Honor? And I honestly, Grover, I think you would actually be able to do this. I think, you're talented. I think you'd be great. And I want you to know that you have bardic inspiration to roll over.
Ah,
Nice.
And
Okay.
I think you should have a crack at it.
What's the human version of animal handling?
Human handling,
Persuasion.
otherwise known as...
Roll a persuasion
Persuasion.
check, I guess.
Would that not human handling? Religion? Sleight of hand?
Go for persuasion.
For me.
Yeah,
if-
you're persuading a human to do a
I don't know
dog.
what you're worried about. You
Oh,
have huge charisma.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So I rolled a 12. 23?
No. Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
And I have bardic inspiration.
So you roll and then you add. Is it a d6 because you're level 5?
I believe
D8?
so. I believe a D6.
Yeah, that was a 17 to roll over. So I do so with gusto.
Yeah, you do a nice roll.
And I do
look so
want
unhappy.
I do
What's
want
happening?
the jury to know that a new person can learn old tricks. And I
There
just
you
want everybody to understand Salt and Grover's case with what we've seen. And I take my seat. I rest my case.
I am so confused.
I'm
And a new
confused.
person has learnt old tricks. He's learnt how to lie. Can I convince the jury that they understand?
Hang on.
Objection.
You
You cannot speak directly to the jury.
Objection, you also didn't say words. You just said nonsense.
I said so many words.
Lucy, you asked me if I knew tricks, and I said yes.
And then you couldn't, and then you
I-
learnt how to do the trick.
I guess.
I thought,
as a
honestly, I
person.
thought it was going in a mad different direction, where like you were gonna say, and do you know how to roll over? Do you know how to sit, stay, and say that you want to be polymorphed? And then you would have said yes to all of them.
Do you know how genuinely I feel like I did well?
It's just like this podcast, huh?
Can I roll performance? Anything to let anybody but you guys not make fun of me?
I don't.
I don't
Roll
know.
to not be made fun of?
Jackson, what did you get out of Lucy's argument?
I'm convinced. I think I'm gonna get away
Dude,
with
we're
it.
nailing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm innocent.
And I pull Horse aside for a second. I just whisper to him, "We don't say get away with it."
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, sorry about
All
that.
good,
Sorry
nailed
about
it.
that.
I'll let,
Get away with nothing. I'm not gonna get away with shit. Okay.
I'll let you do a performance check to see how well you can do the thing you just did.
22.
Okay, yeah. I think the judge is kind of sitting there, like, figured it out a little bit.
Legally, none of you motherfuckers are allowed to make fun of me
No.
anymore.
I take a bow and go back to the
Bow
stand.
wow.
Good boy.
Bow wow. And next up to the stand would be Horse McGraw. Horse, you
I approach the bench.
wobble your way up.
Take my seat.
Take your seat. We've got a stool for you to rest your leg on,
Thank you.
since you're so
Thank you.
critically injured.
Yeah. I am in pain. And then I turn and look at the jury with like big sad puppy eyes. Oh.
I fully thought you were going to turn to
Horse.
the jury and wink. What?
Watch this one, guys.
I'm lying. He pulls out the Bible. Do you swear to tell the whole
Yeah.
truth, the whole truth, and
I
nothing but the truth?
slam my hand down on it with as much force as I can muster to swear on the Bible.
And he yanks the book away, puts it down.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else roll initiative to see where you go. You know the rules, kind of.
I got an 11.
11,
15.
15,
12.
12. Okay, well, it's you up first again, as pretty much always.
Started.
Hi, how you doing?
Yo, so good. You? Like bar
Yeah,
effect, you're in pain?
I'm feeling incredible right now, to be honest.
Hey,
If I'm honest with
I'm
you.
glad to hear that you, as a person, are so great to like overcome your physical ailments.
Yeah, I am injured, but I feel great. But also sad, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Because of the injury.
Of course.
Yeah.
I do really think it's important that we double back on like how great you and Garlimax's friendship is.
We are really good
You guys
friends.
are so great.
I have known Garlimax a long time.
It's
You know.
it's so great how nice and cool you guys are.
Yeah, we're sick. Obviously, still to be sympathized with vis-a-vis
obviously.
the state of my current injuries and whatnot. But I am also obviously to be sympathized and pitied.
Yes, of course.
You know,
It's
Garlimax
just,
as the
Back's like,
victim
"Fuck
in all
it."
this. Yeah, man.
yeah.
That's Garlimax. He's cool.
Absolutely. And it's just especially since you're so like good and helpful to the magic community.
Yeah.
It's just
Absolutely.
Yeah. Honestly, this moment's more for us than anyone else. It's just that we need to keep our like remember like what we're here for, and it's just to remember that you're so great.
Yeah.
And it's just such a help to the magic community. Man and dog,
I'm beloved.
rat alike.
Yeah,
Truly.
yeah. Most dogs I meet, you know, whether they're former dogs, current dogs, future dogs, I would say they all love me by and large. That's been my
Oh,
experience.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just so likable.
Objection. Racism.
Yeah, well, that's what people say.
Overruled.
Yeah,
Sustain.
it's just
Both of them. You can't do both of them.
That broke you for a second, Charlie.
Can't do both. This isn't like real court.
Okay,
My dad's a lawyer.
Schrodinger's dog.
strike it from the record.
Yeah, I'm just so glad we're acknowledging you're great. I rest my case.
Thanks, man. Thanks so
truly.
much.
They have a really good point.
I'm glad I fired my lawyer for you.
Oh, I'm glad you did as well. And when I'm sitting back in my
Me
seat,
too.
I just keep doing finger guns. Like it
Yeah.
just can't be stopped.
Shelby through the window has her hand there. She's
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah, just
She
one
holds
tear
up-
though.
She holds up a sign. This is my trip to the Bahama got cancelled. Can you take me back?
Get out of here, Shelby.
That was the sign and sadly walks away.
I feel bad, but hey, look, we'll invite us to the after party. Like the entire fucking town.
Absolutely.
Except for you two.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No, they can come.
Hey.
Yeah, invite him.
It's, hey, if you switch sides, we'll just gang up on,
Yeah.
on Rock Grover. How good.
Objection. I think that might be a little bit illegal.
No ganging up.
No being mean.
That didn't stop you guys.
Can't be nasty in court. Who was next? You right?
Yep. Horse McGraw.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us today, despite your injuries.
You're so welcome.
Where did you receive these injuries?
These injuries,
Yes.
specifically,
Yes.
the ones I've sustained recently,
Yes, sir.
I think the jury knows where I sustained these injuries, and then I give the jury a big toothy grin.
All right. I notice on you is what looks to be a dog scratch.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It is.
A sign of a struggle, one might think.
With a dog?
With a dog, one might say.
Now,
Absolutely.
my client was a dog and purported himself
Yes.
to be an unwilling participant in which he would have struggled against a spell.
So he says.
So he says.
Oh, no, these dog scratches are more recent.
Within 2 weeks? Or they would have healed over.
Within this morning, from this morning.
From this morning.
Yeah.
May I ask what happened?
I fought a dog. I got into a fight with a dog.
Sorry, can I just, for clarification, the dog for him?
Yeah, I was unduly attacked by a dog. A dog I had not met. I did not know this dog previously. These scratches are unrelated to today's court
Boy,
case.
howdy, am I
They're,
feeling
they're-
sympathetic.
We're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a quick. What's the word I'm looking for? A contested check. You're gonna roll deception, Jackson, and Charlie.
No
you
worries.
will roll
Insight?
insight. Yeah.
18.
That is 8.
Okay. Nick, you have seen through Grover's lies. While the makeup and stuff is impressive, you can tell that it's not real. What you can do with that what you will.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know what to do.
Are you having a stroke?
Yeah, hold on.
Do you not know what to
Horse-
do with it? Because neither.
I mean, it's just information
Yeah.
that you know.
No,
You
no,
can do
no.
whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Horse,
You just pack that away for... Yeah,
do you know the spell polymorph?
I do know the spell. Would you like a demonstration?
I raise my hand.
Have you used
Well,
poly?
it looks like we have a willing participant.
Hey. No wisdom save, baby.
What are you turning? You're into Nork.
Maybe you're like a humanoid rat,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Well, maybe I'll turn you into a regular rat.
Turn my lawyer into
What's
a
that?
rat.
Easy.
Turn my lawyer into a rat. Hey, yeah, just sue me. It's not a crime.
It was consensual. It's not a crime. I'm walking in.
She's happy to be a rat.
All rat.
Now,
Can we
Yeah.
get that druid in early, please? Hang on, any translation?
Mr. McGraw, did you turn Rover the dog into Grover the human?
I absolutely did. But Grover made it clear to me that Grover wished to be human.
In what way was that made clear?
Sort of through vibe, I would say.
Wizard vibes.
Sort of, I could just tell from my interactions with Grover, who, as previously stated, is not what you might call my true dog, but more of a dog that I own in part on an
believe
informal basis
Garlamax
with
to be
Mr.
the
John Arbuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I start squeaking and I'm just desperately hoping there's a druid around to translate. Can I roll for a translator?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah! I got really scared for a second that I'd be so fucked.
Someone in exactly Lucy's voice puts up their hand and says, "I'm a druid."
I'm a druid! Okay, Okay, rude.
Would you prefer that you sounded like fucking Elmo?
I mean, whatever.
I'm a druid.
Anyway,
Let it happen.
I can't do Elmo.
yeah, I mean, it's obviously we just got to clarify that the bond of like dog and owner, like in the most typical sense, is adoption. A dog and like its like new friend. That
Sorry,
is
is
a
this an
bond
objection?
truer than self.
Yeah,
I
It's
need
a clarification.
I need a clarification, I should say.
Okay, this is your reaction.
That a bond between a new mate and a dog is more important. I mean, you know.
Objection! I wouldn't say I was friends with the dog.
Know what I said.
Horse and I did not, mate.
Yeah. Nor would I say I was the dog's lover. We were more acquaintances, I guess.
It was an own.
You might even call it an uneasy rivalry.
I'd let him
Possibly.
rub my belly, but not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Easy.
Now
sure.
that he's a human, that might change, but
Yeah. Probably less likely.
Just more likely to get vibe. Anyway, the rat doesn't sit down because rats can't.
the druid is now holding you
Now,
in her hands, and she sits down on the bench for you.
very cute.
Oh no, actually, because you're a rat, could just be a gnome. It's a gnome.
Oh, perfection.
Great.
Now, Mr. McGraw, to reiterate, you have the spell polymorph. You used polymorph
I do.
on the
I
dog
do.
Rover, turned him into Grover, based on your supposed vibe check.
Yeah. I could just sort of, from my interactions with, at the time they were Rover.
And again,
I
through your
could sort
own
of sense,
admission,
and
this is closer to a rivalry than it is a friendship.
there is a level of animosity there. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, of course, there was
I would
some
say
animal
I'd say we are professional rivals in a lot of ways.
All right.
But I would like to make it clear that in my career as a wizard, I've brought many things to life, and by and large, the majority of the time, I vibe correctly with those that wish for humanity versus those that don't. And I think this has been proven time and time again. Obviously, the example earlier of the cat who died when they were hit by a bus, we cannot return to for clarification, but I can assure you that they loved to be human for the brief time that they were alive. And my good friend Garlamax there can contest to that.
Well,
Can attest to that, I mean, yeah.
Before the bus,
Yeah,
he was
see, so
ratting it.
he loved being a man. Yeah.
I do teeny tiny rat finger guns.
Yeah, and here it is before you in the court. This rat. I mean, this is an opposite
this
situation.
is all just conjecture.
But,
I'm fucking loving it, dude.
yeah, the rat's happy. My lawyer, I mean.
The Venn diagram is one big circle.
One more thing. Could you do me a favor and just sort of take your hand and give us a good wipe of your face?
I'm afraid I can't. My one hand obviously is in a cast, but the other just recently then became paralyzed. So I'll make a deception roll.
Make a
That's
deception roll. I was just gonna say.
Lucy's giving the camera thumbs up.
yeah.
We're nailing
That's
it.
17.
Yeah, no, you're convinced.
All right. No further questions.
He did, like, you
Thank
don't
you very
think that
much.
the injuries are real. You do believe that his hand suddenly got paralyzed. Something happened.
He must be nervous.
Keeping my hands up, like I guess like a zombie, I walk down. Oh wait, am I done?
Grover has...
Sorry, I get back up.
I stand up and, in my loudest, barkingest voice, I let everybody know. I've learned a few cliches about dogs since I've been a man, and they say that I am man's best friend. I would like the jury and the judge to know that I am not this man's best friend.
Yeah, that's Garlamax, dude.
Yeah, that...
I might have loyal to him, and I might have said yes to anything he said at some point, but not in the last 3 weeks. Not since John Arbuckle and I became lifelong best friend partner pals.
Drama in the courtroom.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions.
Do you have anything to retort to that? To retort to Grover's statement?
I never claimed to be friends with the dog man. Like I said, it was sort of a professional rivalry. So I, in this case, agree with the statements of Grover, really. Grover and John Arbuckle do have a much nicer relationship than the one me and Grover currently sustain. So yeah, I agree.
I can just imagine like a horse at home thinking about this like professional rivalry, just whispering to himself, "Oh, what does he have that I don't?" A tail.
I keep imagining like horse watching Rover as a dog getting walked and being like, "That dog wants to be a man." I
Just
can
looking
tell.
through the window, like, yeah, the vibe is right.
At first,
Yeah, that
gotta
dog's
do this.
desperate for humanity.
at first you think, "Man, I wish I was him," and you go, "No, he wishes he was me."
Despite any differences me and that dog might have, it's my solemn duty to give it sapience.
Truly.
I sit back down.
And the judge raises his gavel. Dum dum. Lunchtime.
Woo.
We do a quick
Nice.
break, come back, have some time to discuss some stuff with your lawyer and the other one. Jury's going to go into the other room and do their jury thing. This is the pre-end of trial jury discussion. Yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys in
Sick.
however long this takes, I guess. Say 30 minutes in-game time, but in real life it'll take
However
anywhere
long.
from a minute to 6 hours.
Oh yeah, you're locked in here with us now, Jackson.
Oh no, I can't get out.
Woof woof! Thanks for listening to Season Quest. You can check us out at Season Quest Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Where can we find you, Jackson?
You can find me on if you go to sanspantsradio.com and you go to podcasts, there's a good chance I'll be on most of the ones there. So, hey, just pick one with cover art you like the look of, and you'll probably see me in there. And you can also follow me on Twitter at AllDogsAreDead.
What?
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh yeah, true shit.
Is that admissible in court?